Fox News, 17th of April 2023. China condemns U.S. fentanyl trade bans, claiming they undermine Chinese military operations and relations between Beijing and Washington. China is smuggling drugs into the country as part of its all-out attack against the U.S. On Monday, China retaliated against American penalties aimed at 2 Chinese firms and 4 citizens who, according to the Treasury Department, are supplying precursor chemicals to drug cartels in Mexico for the production of illicit fentanyl intended for U.S. markets. According to the Treasury Department, the sanctions against Yao Huatao, Yaqin, Yonghao, and Wang Hongfei are part of a whole-of-government effort to counter the global threat posed by the trafficking of illicit drugs into the United States that is causing tens of thousands of American deaths annually, as well as countless more non-fatal overdoses, according to a statement released on Friday. According to Wang Wenbin, a spokesperson for the Chinese Foreign Ministry, actions by the U.S. to impose sanctions seriously undermine bilateral cooperation between the 2 countries over drug control. She claimed that China has been trying to assist the U.S. as best it can in a spirit of lack of humanitarianism. He reportedly said that China had complained to Washington about the penalties imposed on Chinese military activities. Fox News Digital has contacted the State Department and Treasury Department for comment. The Treasury Department claimed that it filed the sanctions following close coordination with the Justice Department and the Drug Enforcement Administration. The Justice Department issued a wave of indictments against members of the Sinaloa cartel on Friday shortly after those were made public. According to officials, this cartel is the largest, most violent, and most prolific fentanyl trafficking operation in the world. The Southern District of New York, Northern District of Illinois, and District of Columbia unsealed the indictments. The Chapitas are top lieutenants of the Sinaloa cartel and the sons of notorious drug lord Joaquin El Chapo Guzman. They are accused of smuggling large amounts of drugs through Mexico and into the United States and using their security forces to torture and murder their victims inhumanely. Attorney General Merrick Garland claimed on Friday that Chinese chemical and pharmaceutical firms provide the precursor chemicals used in the production of fentanyl. This lethal synthetic opioid is more than 50 times more robust than heroin. The American administration is employing all available means to tackle the fentanyl crisis that China is stoking. Garland urged the PRC authorities to halt the unregulated export of fentanyl precursor chemicals from China. The sale of fentanyl precursor chemicals from China to the Sinaloa cartel was made possible by sanctions from the Treasury Department earlier this morning against 2 Chinese companies and 5 connected people. In this case, 4 of the people are defendants. The Justice Department claims that fentanyl is the #1 killer of Americans between the ages of 18 and 49 and is the primary cause of the opioid epidemic that has decimated American families and communities for the past 8 years. According to the DOJ, fatal overdoses rose by over 94% between 2019 and 2021, with an estimated 196 Americans dying daily due to fentanyl.